All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome back from Hacker Summer Camp. How many people went to Hacker Summer Camp? Pretty much everybody. It's like 1, 2, 3. No, didn't go. Out of the ones that went, how many got COVID? No one. Good, because apparently, like a lot of people got COVID. A lot of people from where I was working or facing have some type of connection, close connection. They got COVID. I didn't get COVID, so thank God. But yeah, I'm glad that you're here. You're safe and you made it. And yeah, so let's get this started. So today it's basically welcome back from Hacker Summer Camp, and we have a pretty cool talk. It's not really a talk. There's no like a workshop or anything like that, but it's more of a come here, let's play, together, and let's learn something together. Okay. So, well, for the people who are new, let me introduce myself. My name is Marco Palacios. I'm the president and founder of Pacific Hackers Association and Meetup. So we are basically a nonprofit organization. What we're trying to do is help everyone to get into the cybersecurity field. We're focusing on certain groups. We're focusing on veterans, and we're focusing on underrepresented communities. Also, we're trying to fix the main issues in cybersecurity, which is number one, diversity. We want more women in the field. We want more people of color, and also we want to fix the HR problem, because it's insane that they're still looking for a junior analyst, with a CISSP, right? We know in order to get a CISSP, you need to have 5 years of experience. So that doesn't make sense. And obviously the education system, because nowadays a lot of schools are offering cybersecurity programs, but let's be honest, they're either teaching something obsolete or something by the time they graduate, the member or the student is not ready to go into the field, right? So that's what we're trying to do, teach you here the real stuff so you can, literally go home or go to your work on Monday and apply it, right? So that's what we want. All right. So we have a couple of announcements. So our next meetup is going to be here on September 23rd. Talks are going to be determined. I'm still waiting for the presenters to give me their information. But yeah, so once again, we meet here every month. By show of hands, how did you find out about this meetup? I know I see a lot of new faces. Did you find out through Meetup or through other mediums? Meetup. Okay, great. So that's working. So that's always great. So we're here every month. Literally since the beginning of the year to the end of the year, we're here every month. We're trying to always show something that is new, relevant to the field. So again, so you can learn and you can take it to your workplace or even home and apply it there. We're trying to do more of these meetups, and we will try to, probably this is going to happen next year, but we're going to try to cover pretty much the whole Bay Area, East Coast, East Bay, or San Francisco. Okay, so if you're living San Francisco or kind of like in the middle, well, we're going to have more opportunities for you. Okay? And one big announcement. Well, first of all, so we also have a conference, in case you didn't know. So the Pacific Hackers Conference has always been a Hacker Dojo. We had the first one in 2018, 2019, and last year we have in 2022. So with that being said, the Pacific Hackers Conference 2023 is coming back. So we're going to have trainings on November 3rd, one-day training. We actually have one of the instructors from last year's, he provided a Wi-Fi training. Phil, he's in the back. He gave a Wi-Fi, how to do vulnerability assessment for Wi-Fi. He teach a lot of cool stuff. He does this for a living. So if you're thinking about doing Wi-Fi, reconnaissance or penetration testing, that's a go-to person. So we're probably I haven't talked to him, but maybe he's gonna be here. He told me he might be out of town. Who knows? But if he's around, we might have his class back. Because we want to show him. Also, the conference is actually happening on November 4th. It's from pretty much from 9 to 6, 9 to 7. We're going to try to change the dynamic from previous years. So, but yeah, Saturday it's conference, and November 3rd is only trainings. Okay, so if you're a researcher, if you have a presentation you would like to give in our conference, Call for Papers is open. So go to phac.org and the Call for Papers link is there. If you have a workshop you would like to give, it's there. If you are a company who would like to sponsor, you would like to showcase your product, please let us know. And also call for volunteers. This year we have to, and this is sometimes important, we have to charge. It's not a lot, but we have to charge in order to cover the expenses. Okay, but in order to get in for free, it's by volunteering. So if you would like to volunteer and get in for free, please let us know. And sorry, go ahead.
Do we know where the location?
Here.
Oh, great.
Yep, here. So it's always happened at Hackers Dojo, and unless something else happens, it's gonna happen here. So we'll see. So we also have a Discord page. So we're building the community. You probably will not see a lot of communication there, but we're picking it up as quickly as possible. Okay, so we're doing our part. So if you would like to get into the Discord, if for whatever reason I changed the link or Discord changed the link every now and then. If it doesn't work, please let me know and I'll come on. It doesn't work. Okay, thank you. I tried this morning and it worked, but I know Discord always plays with me. So I will create a new link and we'll share it. Okay. And then, well, this is our previous sponsor, so we thank them for the support and everything. And last but not least, I mean, again, we need your help. And sometimes it's not just about money. Sometimes it's about spreading the word. If you have friends, let them know who we are, what we're doing, so they can come. Referrals, if you have someone who wants to get into the field and doesn't know where to start, point them our way. That's what we're here for, to coach them, to give them some guidance. So please. If you're hiring or know someone who's hiring, let them know, point them to us so we can refer them people, right? Share your knowledge. If you know something, remember, not everybody knows everything, okay? I encourage people to talk about what you are passionate about, especially if it's insecurity, obviously. So if you have something that you think you're passionate and you know more than everybody else, submit a talk. We have openings for the meetup in October, and pretty much that's it. But then in January, we're gonna open for the rest of the year. So if you were thinking about presenting next year or this year, let us know. And sponsoring, again, if you can sponsor or if your company can sponsor, please let us know. And this is my information. If you want to get a hold of me, I do have business cards around. I also, we make some post stickers for DEFCON 31st. So here are the stickers. So you want stickers, these are the limited edition. That's all we have left. So whoever made it today, it's gonna get done. And that's it. So with that, I'm gonna pass it on to Lenin, because he's gonna do his talk on all the stuff that it's actually gonna be a very interactive conversation, especially for the ones who made it to Hacker Summer Camp. Okay, so we want to hear your experience. Actually, let's start there before we start with Lenin. For the people who went there for the first time, or actually, how many people went there for the first time? Okay, one person. That's good. Two. All right. What do you thought about DEFCON?
I was in Guyana.
Okay.
And not the DEFCON, and I think that was all.
Okay.
The community was good. I learned a bit of lock picking,
Okay.
a bit of soldering, and doing my own board.
Okay.
It was fun.
Okay. Any reason why you didn't go to DEFCON?
No money. I'm a student. Next year.
Okay. So last year, I don't know if well, hopefully you'll know it by next year, but we gave out a DEFCON ticket by playing our CTF, and the winner got the CTF badge, and we gave out to B-Side San Francisco, no, B-Side San Francisco, B-Side Las Vegas tickets for the second and third place. So there is chances, and also, well, I don't know where it is, I'll find it. We have, they gave us a donation of after the fact, they gave us a donation of a DEFCON badge. because we're a nonprofit. So again, there's always opportunities, and if there is a way we can help the community, we will. Okay, so okay, good. What about you, sir? How was your DEF CON experience?
I thought you meant this was the first time being here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, gotcha. All right, never mind that. Well, and overall, for the others who maybe it's your second, third, fourth, I don't know. What was your experience at DEF CON this year?
All good.
Good. What do you think about like the people that went this year?
Busy. It was very packed.
Yeah. So the count was 50,000.
50,000.
Last year was almost 30,000.
Wow.
And we didn't know, like, obviously every year it's been increasing and increasing, right? So, I mean, I can recall like when we used to be like all the back in the Rio, and then eventually we went to like all the casinos, you know, Flamingo, Harrah's, Link, Bally's, or what used to be Bally's, the Horseshoe. We have a joke for that, by the way. So, you know, horse, or something like that. Anyways, then Planet Hollywood, Paris. So we have all those casinos there. Then they build the forum, and obviously the reason why they do at the forum is because, you know, larger space, and they did a really good job by putting more people in, but it was crowded. Definitely, yeah. I'm glad you enjoy it, but you know, hopefully we there's something, you know, hopefully they capped it at 50,000 because it was a lot of people. But overall, villages, any interesting village that you attended that you liked? Anyone?
The Red Team Village, like pretty much all villages were pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
Anyone went to the AI village? No? You didn't go to the AI village? Oh my God.
you know, I tried, but they ask you to sign up, like fill some paperwork
Yeah.
or something like that. And
Yeah.
the line was massive, so I didn't went to. But,
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, well, as you can tell, I'm a goon, right? So as a goon, I get some preferences, right? Like skipping the lines in all the vendors, or the everybody. That's good. And also because I'm actually a village goon, so I got to monitor all the villages at the forum. So I went to the AI village a couple of times. It was pretty cool. So if you can make it, it was pretty cool to have a challenge. Like you have to trick the AI to provide information, stuff like that. So basically what they were trying to do is like how much AI can help the attackers to come up with, you know, tools. Like for example, phishing. You know, they were able to trick the AI to create a phishing email to phish someone. Right. So again, if you just put, I would like to create a phishing email to phish someone, obviously the AI is not gonna give it to you, right? But if you know how, then yes, you can. And we can do it right now. But yeah, that's one way of doing it. What else? I didn't spend a lot of time. This is another. So AI was a new one this year. The XR Village was another one. I didn't spend much time there. I didn't see the benefit of it. I mean, it almost looked like there was a lot of like VR, you know, goals and that's it. But I don't know what challenges they have. I don't know if it was even worth it. So I didn't spend much time there. Anybody else wants to contribute to the conversation?
There was a couple of new ones that I didn't saw last year. The Quantum Village.
Oh
And
yeah.
also the telecommunication village. It was very close to the payments village. But
Yeah.
there is new ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cryptocurrency has some good talks.
Oh, do you went to those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How are they? Like, what kind of talks were like? At least the ones you attended. Like,
There's a pretty good range of like beginner and intermediate level
okay.
encryption type stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Car hacking's always good.
Oh yeah, car hacking. That was pretty cool. What else? Any other villages that you attended that you liked? So you learned something?
There was the aerospace village, and also there was like SpaceX was there, but something related to rockets.
Yeah, SpaceX was there, yeah. You play with the simulator, anyone play with the simulator? That's the problem with having a lot of people, right? You don't get to experience, the like whatever they provide, right? Like you have to either get in line and then you're missing other stuff, right? But I do always recommend people anyways to don't go to the talks, go to the villages because that's where you learn, right? The talks you can always, they record them so you can always watch them later. But yeah,
I mean, it's a local village, data duplication.
yes, so the DC 408, Greg provides the data duplication. So if you ever need a local resource, we have it here. So yeah. What else? Anyone else wants to share what they learn or something they saw cool or not so cool at DEF CON?
Yes, the satellite CTF. The satellite CTF.
Oh, the satellite CTF, yep. I think the Italy team, right? Hackeroni, they're the ones who won first place. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Cool. So, I mean, there was a lot of things, obviously. We can talk about DEF CON like for the next days if you want, but yeah, we want you to get something here. So, okay. So, batch life. So this was the batch. This is well, actually, let me do it. This is just half of what I got right away. So I was carrying more stuff, plus my backpack, plus my cape, plus my hat. So this is the original batch, DEF CON batch for humans. Okay. There was a problem with batches. So apparently they didn't get this in time. And so half of DEF CON they just got a piece of paper. They didn't get this.
Yeah.
With the hope that next year they can bring the piece of paper and exchange it for one of these. So again, we got this too late, but we got the actual batch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this as a raffle for the conference, or unless someone wants to buy it right now, not full price, but as a donation for the conference. So this is the full batch. So that was number one. So I got my village batch, and then I got where's my other one?
The red ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere in there. Here it is.
there.
So this is another, this is my goon batch, right? So the two together makes me powerful, right? Plus a cape, that makes me more powerful. This is a car village, hacking village batch. It has a CTF on it. I haven't played with it. The other stuff I bought, like the Mario and this is from the aerospace village. What about I don't know if they like have to do something in order to get it. It's pretty cool. It's the what about is Jason Haddix. He's a penetration tester and bug bounty hunter, and he's like very known in the industry. So that's his company. He created the batch, and yeah. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, and this one was a pretty cool batch because you can tailor it to your whatever you want to put. So it's actually a puzzle. It has a Pico here, and basically you take a letter, it will recognize it. So I don't know, you probably won't see it, but basically if I take the C, it's gonna show here like it doesn't have a C, right? So so this was actually pretty cool because I lost my C and I have to buy a whole new packet, and I lost it again. And I was walking by and I saw this guy, he said, here, some like extra letters from the creator. I was like, oh, cool. So I started asking, he's like, oh, so these letters you can like program in and create a C because I'm missing a C. And he said, oh, no worries. So he pulled a big bag with a bunch of letters and I was like, wait a second, are you the creator? He said, yeah. So I got to meet the creator of the batch. So I just make my own Pacific Hackers batch.
Geeks is great. If you saw somebody who got stopped by security wearing a beekeeper outfit, that would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I met some of the batch creators like the Raspberry Pi, not Raspberry Pi, sorry, the Flipper Zero batch. I don't have it with me, I think. I have to look it up. But it was a batch that basically use this. You took out this and it was just lighting up, and also it had games and everything. So yeah, that was great. And you can just add it here. So it was just literally another batch. Okay, all right. So with that, let's get Lenny to talk about the toys he got and the
Yeah, all the stuff that
Yeah.
we got at DEF.
yeah. So I'm when you're there, you don't really. And my wife, hopefully, thanks, my wife is not here to listen to this, but when you're there, like, you don't really like think how much things cost, right? It's just like you see up linking stuff and you're like, I want it, right? So I always have this, like, at least she always tell me, like, do you need it, or do you want it? And obviously, if I don't need it, then that means I want it. So then it's not gonna be a purchase. But at DEF CON, well, she's not there. She doesn't like DEF CON, or she doesn't like this. She's introvert. Prefer to stay at home. Blah blah. Not taking. So I got my credit card and I was just buying stuff. So I just checked last week. I probably spent $2,000 on stuff. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know how much he spent, but everything here, it's about the same stuff I bought. So I don't want to get him in trouble, but here you go. So let me.
Thank you, Marco. And yeah, that's a good way to put it about. It's very easy to just go to the vendors area and just grab your credit card and like drain your bank account. So yeah, we talked about DEF CON already. So this is a lighting talk to talk a little bit more about like the different toys that you can get during the conference. So yeah, it's called Hackers Toys Box, a peek into cool gadgets from DEF CON, right? So very descriptive. A little bit about me, like I have been in the Pacific Hackers event, like meetups, like for a while now, but my name is Lenny. I'm a security software engineer. I like open source. I like to contribute to the open source. And I have been working in startups and big companies, like go back and forth. And I really love cybersecurity. So I really enjoy talking about these things and share and communicate and also learn from people. So this is the reason why we are all here. So the agenda is pretty straightforward, right? Like we're gonna talk about some of the gadgets. Some of these things I already have it before DEF CON, some others I got it during the event. Then the intention is, because that's the other thing, like I have so many gadgets, I have so very few times, so I haven't tried all of them, so I don't know how to use them. So the intention is that after talking a little bit about them, like we can form groups and every group can like grab one and start playing with them. Probably I can provide support with a few of them, but the other ones I'm totally blank on. I don't know how they work. So yeah, that's the intention. So yeah, this year we went to DEF CON, we went with the Pacific Hackers group, we went to with some other people from the cybersecurity community. A very cool thing is that DEF CON is the type of event in which usually you see your friends once a year. Like I'm originally from Mexico. A lot of people from Mexico come to Vegas, we hang out, we have a blast. And there is a lot of things happening in there, like obviously parties and villages and a lot of things. So if you haven't gone, I really recommend it to go. Another important thing about the event and what this talk is about is DEF CON is massive. There is always something to do. And there is a specific area called the vendors area, which was kind of a hell to get inside because unless you are a goon like Marco, you probably have to do like a 1 hour line just to get inside the area. And then once you are inside, there is other lines that you have to go to buy the stuff, right? So the vendor area was a little bit like this. It's just a place in the conference in which a lot of online shops or online stuff that sells kind of like hacker gadgets go there to the conference to offer their products, and they will give it to you like a special price. You don't have to pay like shipping and things like that. And as Marco said, it's very easy to go there and go break your account, right? Because everything is there and you can play with it even before buy it. So that's also another advantage. You can play with the tools, you can grab it in your hands, and then you can just buy it, right? So yeah, here are some pictures. You can get like, obviously like hacker stuff, but you also can get like different types of badges. You can get stickers, like everything that you can imagine. So yeah, like one of the things that you can there is obviously like lock picking tools. If you are very into that, there is of course the lock picking village that you can just go and try it and train in there. But also there is vendors offering like the different types of logs and tools and different like the Lishi tools, and you can just go there and buy them, right? And they always go, they will also go the extra mile and ask you like, hey, are you traveling outside of the country? Because some of these are actually illegal to pass to the border. So yeah, you can get all the information that you need there, right? So we have some of them, like people that wants to do some lock picking can do it. So another thing is like this one is pretty standard. I put it here, really because I have a lot of them and I just brought it, but you can also get like Raspberry Pis, and like Raspberry Pis, for the people that doesn't know, is basically like a microcomputer. It can run like a Linux distribution. You can do like security projects in there. It's mainly focused for IoT projects. The ones that we have there, they support like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and you can play with this after the talk, right? Going more into actual hacking gadgets, there is this company which is very popular in the industry, which is called Hack5. They were there during the event, they were selling their products. And one of the most popular products they were selling there was the Wi-Fi Pineapple, which is this one that we have here, which is basically like a Wi-Fi penetration testing tool that allows you to do security assessment for Wi-Fi network, right? One of the big popular things about this device is that it's very easy to operate. Back in the days, you would have to use tools like AirCrack and things like that were like CLI based. So this one has like a cool web interface. You can just connect. It supports like 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. You can do like rogue API attack. You can do the authentication attack. You can do manning the build. Like basically everything that you can imagine about Wi-Fi security assessment, you can do it. And they were selling it there, right? You can do the handshake capture, which is something that I have done it before with this one, so I'm pretty sure it works and you can do it too. Another tool that I got there, this is kind of old but still very relevant, is the USB rubber ducky, which is basically, I think this one should be over here. So they sell you a bundle in which it includes the USB rubber ducky, which obviously looks like a USB, but in reality, this is like a tool that whenever you connect it to your computer, it automatically will run a script based on a programming language called DocuScript that can emulate a keyboard in your computer, and it can run many different types of commands. It also has like an internal memory, so you can copy files from the computer to here. So that's like for data exfiltration, things like that, right? So yeah, they give it to you as part of like a special in which it includes the device and also a book and some licensing from a new product, cloud-based product that they are offering. So it's pretty cool. I was playing a little bit with that, like trying to run like some payloads, and it worked pretty well. The next one, which is this one, I haven't had the chance to work on this one, but this one is supposed to be very, very dangerous. And the reason is that it basically looks like, you know, like nothing special, just like a USB cable. But this little device, in reality, it has an implant inside that allow you to emulate keystrokes similar to the USB rubber ducky, but also have like a keylogger capabilities. It also can spawn a Wi-Fi network, and you can connect directly through Wi-Fi and send commands in real time to the target computer. Yeah, it can self-destruct. It can inject keys and commands and mouse capabilities and things like that. So by default, this cable I think it's called UNARM. So you have to basically flash the firmware into the cable. And that was another special that you can get the cable plus the little device to flash the firmware and some cool stickers that we have here. And you can start playing with that. So this one, we can do something nice with this one. The next one will be the Packet Squirrel for the same company. This one is supposed to be like a physical man in the middle, very useful for networking stuff. And the idea is that you can you put this between Ethernet connection, like one cable goes in, another one goes there, and you can run very easily different payloads that you can configure, or you can even connect your computer directly and you can start inspecting the traffic. It has a very nice UI that allow you to perform like most of the popular like networking attacks, like man in the middles, DNS spoofing, remote access. It can also have it allow you to do remote access like through a VPN. So you can implant this into some network and just hide it, and you can theoretically like access remotely to the network. And it also comes like with the book and that Payload Studio, which is the cloud offering tool that the company is offering now. And it's pretty cool. It's here in case somebody wants to use it at the end. The next one is, I think a lot of people has heard about this one, but not a lot of people have actually played with it, which is a Flipper Zero, which basically this little device is like 10 or 12 different tools inside here. So it has RFID capabilities, NFC, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPIO, have USB. So a lot of the tools that I have here, like this thing can emulate as well, right? And the little board that I have in here, this one is called Wi-Fi add-on by this company called Electronic Cats. So they were selling this during DEF CON, and it's supposed to be like a clone of another Wi-Fi board that is also popular in the market and is compatible with the Marauder firmware and allow you to do all kind of Wi-Fi attacks, like DAuth attacks, and like listing access points and things like that, right? So this one is here as well. Yes.
What does GPIO stand for?
So it's general input output.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. HackerRef, this one is also very popular if you are into radio hacking. Previously, I did a talk about this here in Pacific Hackers. That one is in there, is disassembled, so in case you wanted to put it back together, you can do it. But I have it in there, it works fine, like the HackerRef, for the ones that don't know. It's a radio hacking tool that allows you to listen in a wide frequency range. It goes like from 1 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. You can do like real-time analysis. You can capture and replay packages. You can listen to AM and FM radio. There is this cool thing called the ADS-B tracking, which is basically an aircraft tracking system that you can visualize directly from the PortaPack. So there is two things there in the image. You can see the HackerRef, which is the one in the left, which is use the board. But when you put the PortaPack, which is a screen, a touch screen that you put on top of that, then you don't need a computer anymore. You can basically do all the radio hacking stuff directly on the device without having to connect it to a machine. And yeah, this is an advanced device, I will say, that it allow you to do a lot of radio related things, like I say, like jamming attacks, things like that. The next one, this one is pending on my checklist of things to learn. They were selling, specifically the Hacker Warehouse company, they were selling this device called the Proxmark, which is a very handy tool to do everything related RFID and NFC attacks. So you can read and emulate cards. It supports a wide frequency of RFID. It can help you crack some of the secrets on the cards. It allows you to clone the cards, and it has a very active community. So if you need some help, you can just go to GitHub, and there is a bunch of issues in there that you can read and comment. And also they have a Discord channel. And one fun thing is that during DEF CON, like one of my friends have it, and we just tried to see if it was possible to clone one of the hotel cards. So with the Flipper Zero, we could not, or it will take a long time, because the device didn't have like the dictionaries to crack the keys inside the card. With the Proxmark, it was very easy. It was less than 5 minutes in which we were able to clone the cards. And then after we have the actual file, we can transfer it to the Flipper Zero. So it was pretty cool being able to open your room with the Flipper Zero. Yeah. And next one in the list is the Pico keylogger. So keyloggers are very old tools. They have been around for a while. So for people that don't know, there is two types, like software keyloggers and hardware keyloggers. This one is a hardware keylogger, and it looks like a small like USB dongle, but when you plug into like a physical keyboard, like this thing can intercept all the keystrokes in a machine, and then you can like pressing a combination of keys. It's mounted into the computer as a USB, and then you can read the keystrokes, right? So yeah, I just thought it was cool to have it like in my yeah, in my list of hacking stuff. Then there was other companies also selling their products in there. This one, Cat Sniffer, is created by a company from Mexico, actually. So for some friends that I know, it's called Electronic Cats, and they build products related to radio hacking as well. So the Cat Sniffer is basically it's a USB dongle that allows you to sniff communications for Bluetooth communications, and it's designed specifically to do like IoT attacks, IoT assessments, right? It has like a community that is growing. You can get the device. They can even give you like some support over Telegram. There is some guides. Actually, they presented this device. They give a workshop during Black Hat. This is the device, the Cat Sniffer. So they give a workshop about how to use the Cat Sniffer, how to start doing like some security research, and how to sniff Bluetooth traffic and do a lot of Bluetooth related attacks. And it's also cool to have it like using in case you need it, right? As you can see, it's very portable, and it supports like a wide range of Bluetooth technologies like Zigbee, Z-Wave, LoRa, things like that. And it's open source, right? Like the firmware and the software. The next one is the Bombercat. Like these tools, honestly, that they are very advanced to me, just because I haven't read too much about like banking and devices and NFC and things like that. So this is a special edition just because it's pink. I think the regular one is black, same as the Cat Sniffer. But this tool is focused on NFC and magnetic stripe reading to emulate and read like from different terminal and banking devices. So if you are into that, yeah, like this is, I will say like this is a good device for you to learn and practice. It also has like some Wi-Fi capabilities, and same as before, it's open source, right? So it's a pretty cool addition. And I think this is the last one. This is called the faulty cat. So you can see like all the products, they have cat in the name. But this one, this is something that I learned, which is apparently there is this type of security testing, which it's called electromagnetic fault injection. So this device, it's supposed to be like an alpha version or a beta version. It requires more improvements, but they were offering, actually the release of this device was during the DEF CON event. And it's supposed to help you get into that field of research about like fault injections and hardware hacking. And it's very low cost in comparison with like professional equipment. And it's as well an open source project, right? So yeah, there you have, like, those are all the toys that we have for now. So what we can do is, I suggest, like, if you see something that you would like just to see or play with it, investigate in your computer, you can come, and if there is more people that also wants to play with it, we can start forming groups and just play with the tools, right? Like personally, I have played with the USB rubber ducky before, the Wi-Fi Pineapple, I know it works. The Flipper Zero as well, you can do a lot of things with this. There is some Raspberry Pis here that you can, if you have never used a Raspberry Pi, you can just connect it to it and see it's like any other Linux box. Even the Pi Zeros, the way I use them is like, I connected in a mode that is called dongle mode, which is basically I just connected through USB to my machine and I SSH into that and I do like ARM related stuff. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if anybody has any question.
Any questions, anyone? Oh, yeah.
Question there.
There was a lot of stuff that you went through. Is it possible you can share your file?
Yes, we always share the presentation. So yeah, this is gonna be shared.
An idea of the cost of all those.
Yeah, so this cable it was 200. The rubber ducky and the packet squirrel, I think this was like 1,700. I don't know. So every trip to the vendor area it was like $500, and I did like 3. So yeah.
You probably got me.
Yeah, it was-
It was interesting with the hotel scanning fee.
Mm.
Something I've come to find out is the Flipper is actually, it's really bad at doing that initial scan, just the each part.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't scan the terminal, the actual like door. And that's what actually gives it the key, the rest of the keys.
The key.
And then it solves it
Like that.
within a minute.
Yeah.
Did you show them this?
Oh yeah, like when I get the Proxmark, I think this was one of the most expensive kit that I got because it's the actual Proxmark, which is this little thing, and then yeah, it comes with you have to get like a Bluetooth module. So it was something like, I don't know, like 300, and then you need some cards, right? It came with some cards, but I understand, I'm not an expert on RFID, but I understand not all the cards are the same. So these ones won't help you, or you cannot use these ones like to do the cloning the Flamingo cards. So you have to get actually like a more expensive set of cards. That this one was 150. That is supposed to have like all type of cards and many different types and things like that. But specifically for that thing about cloning the Flamingo card, so what my friend did was, like, he showed me that how with the Flipper Zero, like trying to read the card, it will take like 30 minutes or something like that. So, but with the actual Proxmark, it was very fast. It was like 5 minutes, right? And he used like some software called PMW or something like that I probably have on my notes. But yeah, like I kind of learned that day that there is things that the Flipper Zero definitely cannot do.
It's the it's the two items down, I believe, it's scan
Mm.
card, and then you look like, at the third item, which is scan reader.
Yeah,
And if you do scan reader, it's.
But, yeah, that's actually, I think I have my Flamingo card somewhere, so maybe we can do, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. Yeah, if not, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of cards that we can clone. Yes?
You said for the rubber ducky, it uses document script.
Yes.
Programming, I'm not familiar with that.
So DocuScript, I think they now it's like a trademark, but DocuScript is just basically the programming language for you to declare the type of actions or what the payload is gonna do. So previously you used to write your script, your payload script, and then compile it into binary, and you have to do it that locally. But now they have they have Payload Studio, which is a paid version, but they also have a community version. So you just find any payload that you want on GitHub, copy the code to that tool. It will compile it on the cloud and download the binary, and you just copy it into the USB. But think about it as like any other programming language. But I don't think it's like general purpose. It's just focused on run commands in the device.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they have specific environments that they're ran in, or
No. So you talk about the DocuScript?
anything? Any
Oh.
program languages on the asking about what other.
No, you don't need to set any environment. You can theoretically write your payload in a Sublime and just copy that to. Well, you can like do one thing, which is like download like a tool that they have. I think is based on Java, and you input those commands and it transforms into a binary that you just copy, or you can just copy your payload into their tool, the Payload Studio, and that's it. You just copy the output into this.
Actually, what I was gonna show you here, we were playing with ChatGPT on writing in Hello Script.
Oh yeah, you can.
So it actually helps you and it gives you everything you need.
Yeah, that's a DocuScript.
That's a DocuScript.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like literally learn everything because you can just ask ChatGPT. That's when we were talking about AI, right? You know, again, just trick ChatGPT to come up with something cool. We're just asking like, you know, do the hello world and stuff like that, right? But yeah, I actually brought the book. If you want to take a look at it, I brought the book so you can see, takes you from beginner to advanced. But the actual GitHub page, let me see if I can find it. Where's Docky? GitHub. Yeah, here it is. So this is the payload repository, and again, this is a quick start guide. Tells you from like how to load it, like everything that you need to make your own
Script your own payloads.
Actually, right here, your first payload. And then you basically tell it what you want to do, right? So again, reading this versus like actually asking the ChatGPT to do it for you. I mean, that's a thing. Also, not only for that though, the Flipper Zero has the capability too. So it uses the same script to use the bad USB. Are you familiar with the bad USB on Flipper Zero?
Do you have a cable? Yeah, you have a USB-C.
So you have everything. You have a USB-C to USB-C.
Yeah, but this one should work.
Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate so you can see what I'm talking about, right? Can you
Use bad USB.
wasn't there a USB? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, bad USB.
Then
Something not that malicious.
I think it's this one, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. There is one that use like types like the Flipper Zero logo. And that's your,
No, let me, oh, here, it's demo macOS here.
yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, and if you wanna come and see it here, because I'm gonna be able to show it, oh, do you have a USB, regular USB to USB-C? If you don't, I, okay. Hopefully it's gonna show it in this, um. Let me make my main screen, that one, so you can see it, because it's gonna show through that one. Actually. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the demo bad USB for macOS. There's obviously one for Windows. And what it does is, well, first of all, it's gonna ask if you wanna set up the system, right? So when I say quit, but then as you will see here, it will say either config or run it. So we're gonna run it, and something's gonna appear, right? So it's running, and as you can see, there's something going on the screen, right? And it's doing it here. Right, so again, maybe because I didn't work correctly, maybe, but you get the idea. So you can make it as stealthy as possible. I'm gonna try to arrange. So basically, it's just what it does. Let me cancel it first so you can see again. What it's doing is it's opening the Spotlight, typing terminal, and then it's gonna run the thing. So I'm gonna do it again. Oops. Yeah, I'll do this and presentation. Yeah, so I'm gonna run again. Just pay attention to the middle of the screen so you can see everything that is happening in my soul days. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as a Robert Ducky,
Yeah.
basically. And all it did, if you actually look at the script, it's just basically, typing, ASCII characters, right? Which is actually, that's what I asked originally, ChatGPT to do, but it didn't give me that, because it, for some reason, doesn't give you ASCII graphics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So yeah, the cool thing about this is like, so you can achieve the same, let's say, talking about USB capabilities with this, but this one is way more discrete, right? And this is like use an example about showing the Flipper Zero logo. But one of the most popular payloads is, imagine you are doing like a red team exercise, and you need to get into a network, right? You can do many things. One is use the Wi-Fi pineapple to try to crack the password, the Wi-Fi password. But another one, which is very popular, is you can have like exfiltration scripts, payloads to, if you see like a unlocked computer, you can just plug this and extract the Wi-Fi password from the machine. And then you save a lot of time, right? Trying to crack the handshakes or whatever. So there is definitely a lot of things that you can do with these devices. The bad USB cable has similar capabilities as well. Like it can inject basically everything that you can do, like a human can do through a keyboard, these devices can do, right? And the good thing is that antivirus and software, things like that, like doesn't have like good protections against this stuff, because it's very difficult to differentiate between like a human and automated script. So they can put some protections around, like trying to, if they detect that you are typing like too fast, they can stop you, but you can always adjust that timing, right? So
Yeah, so like some EDR tools, like I can tell you right now because I work for an EDR tool. Antiviruses are not gonna, I'm not gonna protect you from this, but EDRs, some of them have the capability, like the one for the company I work for, they have the capability for, but you have to enable it. It doesn't work by default. You have to create a profile that if you want to prevent USB connections and allow, depending what you're allowing, then it's gonna work. Otherwise, out of the box, the EDR is not gonna block it either. You have to, as an administrator, you have to do it. Also, that comes back to the policies, right? It comes back all the way to the top, the procedures that, or policies that your company creates. Like the government, for example, after 2008, when there was this contractor, army soldier who exfiltrated a lot of data and then gave it to WikiLeaks, right? That's the reason why they put in create a policy that no one in the government can use USBs anymore, right? Unless it's a keyword, unless it's a thing. But again, if you still want to exfiltrate information, then you can use something like that. This one, the USB rubber ducky, is not detected as a USB storage. That's the difference. Or even this one, I don't know if you saw it at the beginning. As soon as I plug it in, it thought it was a keyboard. All right. So it only wants you to configure a keyboard, right? So probably is the only thing that it's gonna ask you to do, right? Like configure the keyboard. But if you just click cancel as I did, then here you have a keyboard that is capable of doing harm.
maybe we can do a quick demo with this one.
Yeah, that's
Let's see. Last time I tried
The
to
key
use it.
sniffer.
Oh yeah, but this one requires. Yeah, this is the keylogger.
yeah, that's fine. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, but you have USB.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So here you go. As you can see, it has the assistant, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna identify the keyboard, right? So click no, that and then click down. Yep. Then click done. Sorry, you have a question?
Yeah, so a little tip that I've learned from physical pen testers, who like use these things is the rubber ducky is small enough that it can fit in the USB port of the monitor. In enterprise situations, most monitors nowadays, they'll do the convenient thing.
Yeah.
Which is to have a USB port on the back of the monitor. But that it provides an easy opportunity to add a rubber ducky when they unlock it.
Yeah, that's again one example of what a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the idea is that you can type, like once you put the keylogger here, like you can type like all your secrets or whatever,
My password is
or password, password. And then theoretically, like everything is being keylogged into this device, then you can there is a special sequence of letters that the thing is S, B, and K that you have to press, and then the device has to be mounted as
Oh, here you go.
yeah,
So as you
it's
can see
mounted
here,
as a USB drive.
should I do a device? Or
Yeah, so we can see the logs. Oh, but I think it should be mounted into.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Open the log txt. See. It's blank.
This is mine. There it is.
Yeah, and
There
yeah,
you
the information is logged in there, right? It says my super secret password is there, whatever, right?
So enter, right? And then hide super secret password.
Yeah,
There you go.
and it has a small memory. I think it has only 70 megabytes, so you can calculate like how much later is that. But that's the cool thing, like this thing, because it's kind of like a hardware attack, is cannot be detected, or is very difficult at least be detected by a antivirus or some kind of software protection mechanism. And there is other like a more advanced model that also has like some Wi-Fi capability, so you don't even have to go and retrieve the implant. You can just connect via USB. That's how you use Wi-Fi and read.
I got questions, you first, and then you say. Go ahead.
Capture the mouse, capture the dynamic.
That's a good question. I don't think that one specifically captures the mouse movements.
There's, yeah, there's, I'll show it to you. There's one for capture those things. Yes, but then, not with this one, because this one is a specific a keylogger. That's a physical keylogger, because remember, there is, programs that you can run as a keylogger that will capture keyboards and mouse, stuff like that. But for this one specific, is just a physical one, which is for keyboards.
Right. Will they also capture like the virtual keyboards?
No, the keystroke has to go through the device.
Yeah,
So are you like talking about like virtual like environments, for example?
no, like virtual keyboards. So it's
Virtual
like
keyboards.
on-screen keyboard, like,
Oh, yeah, no.
those are for the drivers. You have to-
Right. So
No, it has
Right,
to go.
with the other one that I was talking about, yes, because it's a physical one, but it's also captures screens, right? Or if it's a software one, but not with the physical ones. I'm assuming they could create something like that as a small, you can use it, but not right now. Go ahead.
So is the key logger actually just log specifically for pressing and release of the key, or could it also log like let's say that you press a key long enough and also repeat the same key, like would it log those?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't know the question for that. I'm pretty sure it's in the specifications, but so you're asking like if, for example, I let like the letter A press, if I'm gonna see like multiple A's or only one instance.
Right.
Yeah, I think we can make a test about that to see, but connect back the keylogger. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want, if the storage is very limited, maybe you don't want garbage to be logged into.
So
Yeah, this depends on macOS, right?
So because macOS, if you press your key for a long time, it gives you the options to, as you can see here, to give you the like other stuff, right? Which is good, because then prevents to do something like that, right?
No, the keys. Only when there is.
Right, but when there, yeah, exactly, when there is not, like,
Yeah.
let's see, pick an L.
L.
Or pick up any other, let's say, for example, this one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if this one gets loaded. But that's the thing, like this device is like doesn't matter the type of operating system that you are using, because this is like a hardware attack, right? But some operating systems react different whenever you do like long press or short press. So let's
Go ahead.
You said you guys had one for Wi-Fi as well. Would you be able to do a demonstration with the one that can check the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth? I think it was Bluetooth.
This one is here. Honestly, I haven't played ever with this one because of time, so I don't have anything prepared for this one. But you're welcome, or anybody's welcome to play. So the idea is that you can come and pick the one that you want, and also if you have experience with some on these ones, you can come here and do a demo if you want. Because there is a lot of devices here, right? And I don't know how to use all of them. I just collect them.
And I mean, nowadays, again, you use ChatGPT, right? So what is it called? The cat sniffer, right?
Cat sniffer, yeah. Let's see if
Create a payload, what is it, create a payload or?
how to sniff traffic with cat sniffer. There are some, I know, like, for example, for this one, there are certain drivers that you need to install in your computer in order to start using it, similar to the HackerF. Like I have to install certain drivers for that. Versus all the other devices, like they don't require any driver or any requirement like that. So that's also another difference.
Do you have any keyloggers for smartphones?
Keyloggers for smartphones. So theoretically, this thing should work. Like if you connect it, we can make the test. I have an adapter that is USB-C and also Lightning. So everything that goes, every keystroke input that goes through that device should be logged into the keylogger. But I don't know if you mean something like touch. I don't know.
That's like have a software software that
Software keylogger. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, like how will be kind of like a screen that is also like a hardware key, like a hardware keylogger screen, something like that. Maybe I don't know if it exists. But yeah.
So sometimes obviously ChatGPT won't give you all the things, like for example, I tried to get, how to sniff traffic with cat sniffer. So apparently it knows what cat sniffer is here because it tells you what it is. But then on the second question that I opened was like, how can I use cat sniffer and how to use it? And it says, oh, I don't know what cat sniffer is, right? So that's where you start playing with it. Now, that's your option number one. Since that's not gonna play, then just start, obviously at that point, go back to the good old friend, Google, right? So.
And I also they upload the same workshop slides that they give at Black Hat, they upload it on GitHub.
So here's the GitHub page for the cat sniffer, right? And basically gives you all the documentation and things that you can use here. Well, there was another one. I think it was just specific for Bluetooth. This one is, as you can see here, has like sub 1 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz. But it also has Bluetooth, but it has other capabilities, right? But there was one, I think it's a Blue Sniffer or something like that. It was just basically for Bluetooth. Phil, do you have one?
It's very difficult to capture once they connect. Into AES. You gotta be the start and run the middle. All IoT is really good. It's just connect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you have more questions about that should go to Guy because he teaches the class. He does this for a living, so he will tell you the ins and outs of it. So yeah. But he will definitely know more than us. That's
Yeah.
Demo the OMG cable, like what you can do with that.
Where is the OMG cable? Here, what's the question, sorry?
Can you do a quick demo of that?
Um,
You said you have to load some software.
Yeah, I can try to follow the documentation. Yeah, I literally I open it from the box.
Oh, I see, okay. So out of the box, does it do like a keylogger out of the box? Or?
Yeah, it's allowed you to, by default, the cable comes disabled, so I guess we have to. Yes.
This is really.
Says USB-C. Oh, this is the.
Do you need another computer?
No, only one, but I need, let me see the instructions. Okay, so first step is go to OMG. We're gonna do this together, so this is not stage or anything. So.
And we have, if you didn't bring a computer, we have extra computers that you can use for this type of testing. So if you wanna grab a tool and you wanna start playing with that, you're more than welcome. Okay.
The directions of the users would be like.
The directions for the OMG cable, for which one? Oh, yeah. So all of them, if you go to like the Hack5 website, if you go under documentation, especially for the hack 5 ones. It will give you the
They come, yeah,
with instructions, yeah. Let me get you the
And so finally, this one goes to agree. Yeah, whatever.
Did you say you're using this type of gold program this?
So this comes with this device to flash the firmware into the cable. And I'm literally following these instructions from here.
Yeah,
So it
I've
says-
never seen the programmer, I'm curious.
Yeah, and actually this, like, if you buy one, they give it for free. This one is like $20. You'll get it from the store. And I think it's required to kind of flash the firmware, the device. Hey, how are you? How are you?
always.
Yeah, always. somewhere.
When you have time
Thank
to
you.
do all this stuff.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, we can. But okay, so first connect the OMG programmer to your computer.
So you got the USB-C version?
Yeah, I got the USB-C version to USB-A.
Okay, now this end is not used, right? So it looks like a cable hanging off of a laptop.
Yeah, so yeah, like I got.
Fortunately, I did not bring the quote.
To be
I
able to
thought
connect to the-
I was packing everything. I missed a lot of stuff, but
I
got all the time.
They say that. I think both sides.
Wouldn't
Both
know what
sides
to
are
do with any of
capable
it.
of running.
Yeah, so for that one, you can also require
Yeah, the
batteries.
first thing is this documentation.
Oh, okay, batteries, okay. So we can go to the cat sneaker.
And you said you get that for free.
Multi-cut, right?
Yeah, you buy the cable.
Yeah, so
$100.
there's a gift card for that. So
Right.
you wanna start playing with it? It's,
Yeah.
one of your
So, there's, let us hear one. Connect them to the computer.
There's stickers somewhere, so.
The idea is somebody they'll just think it's a cable. Nothing connected.
Yeah, so they say like it was created by, Earth, I don't remember the name, a very famous guy. But he created in response to, like, the government has this cable. in the past, But they invested like 20, like, a cable like this cost $20,000. Way less money.
Yeah, $200.
Yeah, 300 versus $20,000. So, yeah.
If they are using to the Wi-Fi, you have to speak.
I don't know if I.
Oh,
Another cable. I think I can make another. Yeah, oh, this is the connector
Yeah, that's fine.
slash the firmware.
Right, but how do you,
Why?
oh, you need another one to get.
Yeah, I need another one. I think I have another cable over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder which of the electronics.
To be carrying something like this around.
I need to get me one of those.
Yeah.
What is this?
And you can get all these like online. You can.
Yeah, some of them get out of stock though. When I bought the flipper, I was literally the last one and then they went out of stock. And the pineapple is out of stock.
Now the pineapple.
It's really hard to get.
Oh, I was, listening.
I think this includes.
So that's basically.
This is for emulating reading of PCs. PCs like, or NFC, I think that's like near far communication. So the, like card, for instance, like whenever you. I think that's NFC, but basically like anything that you can nearly touch.
I wonder if it's because these adapters.
You have a copy that.
So I'm just gonna grab another USB-C cable.
Okay, do you need USB-C to see or?
My stuff is like so.
USB-A.
Funny.
And I want name. Let me do one.
I have a C to C.
I connected here.
Okay. Yeah, so
I connected where it says PC.
That works. Yeah, that's funny.
Wanna look at the menu?
Yeah, that's the one that has the.
Yeah, this is the.
Yeah, they had to be.
Okay, so we need to.
Definitely.
And so. That defeat
Yeah, we're gonna start to program this.
like whatever.
Marco.
it is, yeah. So if it's a US keyboard, then it will.
Marco,
show-
Can we have your password to install it?
No, you cannot have.
But it's supposed to be the driver.
Secure 101, right?
Yeah, supposed to be a driver.
And so it is just the driver.
The long.
Is that the pineapple? That's the pineapple, right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you can connect, if you can connect it through USB-C to your computer or even power. I think it's already configured with a Wi-Fi for security.
Do you see all the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
access point?
Yeah, we can do that. too.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do. Oh, man, thank you.
Yeah, take a look at them. Oh, we're gonna get one of this.
Wait,
Oh, I
sorry?
like the stickers.
Oh, we're gonna
that are
get one
in
of this.
here.
Oh, the sticker.
That you got one of those?
No, no, I was thinking about it.
I actually got one of those.
Yeah.
At DEF CON, but I haven't used it yet, so that's why I came here to see.
That's what I heard from the other gentleman here. He said bought it for him. It's like sitting on the shelf. So you went to DEFCON?
Yeah,
Okay, now there is.
Oh, that's
Lot of
it.
fun. Definitely would go.
Just DEFCON only, or you go to the B-side and other events?
I do B-sides. I try to get into Black Hat, but it was expensive.
Oh, okay.
And I was there for the whole week, so.
Oh, wow, wow. So,
That's a
something
lot
you
of
pay
Vegas.
or?
No, just my own funds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What, just wondering, what would you think the overall expense would be, for a trip like that? Because that would be my bucket list, but I need to save up, so $2,000 cover.
I have friends over there, so it was the cheapest.
Oh, you just pay for the entry
Yeah.
fee. Oh, I see, I see.
So,
Oh,
well, with the gadgets. it
But
was-
you still have to fly over there and things like that, right? Oh,
Um,
So you go to the website, you get the,
expensive.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's like
something like that,
150 or
yeah.
something.
Okay.
SFO.
yeah, so
Yeah.
if you buy it like.
Yeah, there is.
Honestly, yeah, like $2,000, maybe.
$2,000.
I mean, if you wanna buy gadgets.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, and this one is the Hacker F. It is assembled. So, yeah, there is something. Yeah, well, there is more things, but it needs. So. The Hacker F is the one in the bottom, the Porta Pack is in the top. But, really, I can. Just try to. So this is the Hacker F. You can connect this into the computer and it's gonna work fine. Like you just have to put this antenna, and you can start like listening on different frequencies and things like that. But once you buy the Porta Pack, which is this thing, at some point I assembled all this thing and it was working, but then once I update the firmware and it stopped working, I need to figure out that. You just put it here and then you don't need the computer anymore. You can do a lot of stuff using the Porta Pack.
Is this like a display?
Yeah, this is a display and it has an operating system with many different tools, and you can run a lot of commands. You can record traffic and you can replay. You can do jamming attacks, a lot of radio hacking stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how much was this?
This one, actually, I got it for free last year at DEF CON because we won a CTF.
Oh.
And they gave us like this whole thing. So, but this one I think is like $300. Yeah, it's 300. It's not much, but it's pretty cool. I learned some radio hacking stuff with this. Yeah.
That looks like a.
Yeah. It is here in case somebody wants to, like, honestly, like this one is very well documented. There is good documentation.
Okay.
And I think I have some notes there, but yeah, here's the rubber ducky in case someone wants to play.
Sorry.
This one HackerF. HackerF, this one is the Porta Pack, which is an add-on from the HackerF. And this one here is the Proxmark. As you can see, it's still on the box. I haven't to play with that.
Hey man, how are you?
So HackRF is supposed to be more powerful than Super Zero.
Yes, even like because of you can connect this one like to an external antenna. I think the Flipper Zero too, but this one has more capabilities. Like the range of frequencies that you can listen is like 1 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. And this one I think is limited. And it has here, 6 gigahertz. RFID. But I think this one goes maximum to 1 gigahertz. So, and this one can go all the way to 6 gigahertz.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to